Hello friends, in this session I'm going to discuss the doubts from data interpretation section. Here the first set of question, data related to human resource of a multinational company X which has 145 offices across 8 countries, A to H, or number of offices given, total number of employees given, male to female ratio is given, and percentage of postgraduate employees is given, right? So let's take the first question. If the number of male postgraduate employees in country H is 1800, what percent of female employee in that particular country are postgraduates? Now see, number of first of all we find out the total number of postgraduates in this country. So that is 3360 is the total employees, and out of that 80% are postgraduates. So 3360 and 80%. So precisely we have to see 336 into 8. So 8 6 are 48, 8 3s are 24 and 4 28, 8 3s are 24 and 4. I'm sorry. 8 3 is 24 and 2 26. So 2688 is the total number of employees who are postgraduates. Now out of this 2688, 1800 are males, right? So remaining 888 are females. Okay. Now we have to find out what percent of female employees in that particular country are postgraduates. Now female total number of females, actually its male female ratio is given, right? 9:5. So females are actually 5 by 14 of 3360. So 5 by 14 of 3360. So that is the calculation we have to make, and of course into 100. Okay, I hope you are clear. Next is, in which of the given countries is the percentage of women employees with respect to the total number of employees in that country the second lowest? Okay, total number of employees in this column, and female employees in this column, right? So precisely we have to find out in that country the second lowest, right? So for that we need to find out the female number of female employees in each country. Okay, now definitely bit lengthy this question is, but not that difficult. Here 2568 total number of employees, and female employees are 7 by 12, right? 7 is female part and total is 12, so 7 by 12. So 2568 if we cancel it by 12, the data will be something more than 2, right? That 200 I mean to say, because 12 2s are 24, but that's much more than that. So 200 into 7, 200 something into 7, I can say it's around 1500 female employees. Okay, here it is 5, female part is 5 by total, that is 16. So 5 by 16 is less than 1/3. So female employees will be less than 1/3. So we can take it's around 900. Okay, then this is 10 by 21 of 2310. Now 2310 is multiple of 21, that can be easily seen. So that's 11 times. So it's 11 times 11, it's 1200 around. Okay, precisely it will be 1210. So around we just take 1200. Right, then this is 2 by 5 of 3 by 75. 2 by 5 is actually 40%. So 40% of 3575, I just can take around idea, 35 2s are 70, 2s are 14. So it must be more than, bit more than 1500, or around 1500, or what we can say is 140, and it will be bit less than 1500. We can say 1450 around. Okay, so we don't have to worry. Actually we have got the lesser data. We have to find out the second lowest, so not to worry. Here 6 by 13 of 2054. We have 900, so we have this, we have to calculate this carefully. So 13 then it is 21 by 41. So 21 by 41 is more than half, so more than half will be, we can at least take 1350, not to worry, we just have to see 900, 948. From over here 7 by 15, so bit less than, very bit less than half, so that will even go around 1700, 1800, no need to calculate. Now this is something important, 3360 into 5 by 14. So 3 will be cancelled, more than 2 times with 14, and more than 2 times if multiplied by 5, then we'll be getting the figure more than 1000. So even we don't have to consider this. Now we are left with this country E and country B. So second lowest is country E. Okay. So definitely it would take 1 or 1.5 minutes to solve, but not at all difficult. What is the ratio of the total number of male employees in countries B and H together to the total number of female employees in countries C and D together? Okay, so B in country B, male employees will be 11 by 16 of this. So by 16 if I do, and 182 into 11 is 1980. So that is the total number of male employees in country B. Country H, it is 3360 into 9 by 14. It's 240 into 9. So 2400 minus 240, 2160. So the total number of male employees 4140. Right now, instead of calculating the total number of females in country C and D, what you can see, numerator is fixed 4140. So the answer 63, 51, 77, 69, 57, right? That should be factor of 4140. So we just see which numerator of which option is factor of 4140. Now we have to see it's this number is multiple of 9, right? 4 plus 1 5 and 4 9, right? 63 is multiple of 9, 63 is multiple of 7 also, but this number is not multiple of 7. 7 5s are 35, 6 4 is not multiple, right? 51, it is multiple of 3 and 17. Since the number is multiple of 9, 3 for 3 we don't have to check. For 17 we can check. 17 2s are 34, 7 4, it's not multiple of 17. 77, it cannot be because 8 minus 1 0, so this number is not multiple of 11, so it cannot be multiple of 77. 69 we can check. 69, 23 3s are 69, so 3 is already there. 23 into 23 ones are 18, 184, 23 8s are in this, right? So this is correct choice. Okay, no need to check further because it's a multiple of 3 and multiple of 23, and 57 is actually multiple of 19, so definitely it is not divisible by 19. You just can verify if you wish. 19 2s are 38, 3 4, so it's not multiple of 19, so no need to check for denominator. That will be an unnecessary time wastage. Okay. Which of the given countries has the highest number of average employees per office? Now we'll take these 5 options into consideration. We are not going to calculate it for every country. That's not necessary because the correct option is among these only. So average number of employees in company F, so that is 2788 by 17. 17 1, 108, 17 6 are 102, it's 164. Then H, country H, it's 21 then we have country B, then we have country C, ones are 49, then we have D. Okay, don't have to calculate for the third digit we have got. So highest is this C. Okay. Now the last question of the set. See, most of the all the questions in this set involve calculation, and I guess 5 questions altogether will not take less than 7 to 8 minutes of yours. So what is the difference between the average number of postgraduate employees in country A, B and D together and average number of postgraduate employees in country F, G and H? Okay, so before finding average, we just find out the total number of employees in A, B, D and F, G, H, postgraduate employees. So in country A, 2, 5, 6 at 75% is postgraduate, right? To find out 75% we can do 3 by 4. So I just keep 3 as it is and divide this by 4. So 4, 6 are 24, 1, this and this, right? Then B, that is 65%, we can say 13 by 20. So 20, 0 and 0 is cancelled, so it is 1, 4, 4, right? Then we have D. D is 60% of this, so it is 3 by 5, 5, 7, 1 and 5. Okay, now we have F, 2, 7, 8, 8 and 75%, so that's 3 by 4. Okay, then we have G, 55%, so that is 11 by 20, 0 and 0 is cancelled. Then we have 3360, 80%, 80% is 4 by 5. Okay. Now instead of making full calculation, instead of doing full calculation, what we do is we find out the unit digit of this, right? So if we find out the unit digit, some of the options will be eliminated. After that let's see what happens. So here it is 3 into 2, so unit digit is 6, then plus 2 plus 5, it is 7 into 3, 21, minus 6 minus 8, right? 5 and 2, 7, 8 and minus 9 and 7, so unit digit is minus 2. And since we have to find out the difference, we will not take this negative sign into consideration, right? So unit digit of this calculation is 2, right? Now this entire calculation divided by 3 should be our correct answer, right? This entire calculation x by 3 should be our correct answer, that is there in the option. Okay, suppose maybe any number. So x should be 3 into y. Now unit digit of x is what? 2, that we have already calculated, right? So unit digit of this expression should also be 2. Now we have to choose y from the options. So when it is multiplied by 3, it should get unit digit as 2. So that's, we have just one option, that is 294. So we don't have to move further, right? If there is anything else, then at least 3 options will be eliminated, because we have 2, 6 and 4. So 3 options will definitely be eliminated. After that, so one more step we have to go. Okay, but as of now we don't have to go, we don't have to do anything. 294 will be the correct choice. Okay, I just tell you one thing once again. What is the difference between average number of postgraduate? That's why see, we have to find out the difference. That's why I'm not considering this negative sign. Unit digit of this calculation will be 2. Just do not take it minus 2. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now, population abstract of country X, in fact seems to be India only. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, all the states are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states are there. Total population, rural, urban ratio, male, female, literate, illiterate, graduates, out of literate. Okay, so let's see the first question. Again, so many datas are there. Maybe all the questions involve a good amount of calculation. The urban population of Maharashtra and Odisha together is what % of the total population of these two states? Okay, urban population of Maharashtra is just a moment. Urban population of Maharashtra is 17 by 45 of this, right? So I just eliminate the 3 zeros because these are common over everywhere. So 17 by 45 of this. So this will be cancelled from 45, 5s are, so 45 into 50, right? It is 2250. So that 50 into 17, it's 850. Okay, so that is a urban population of Maharashtra. Then we have to see urban population of Odisha. Odisha is 5 by 16. Again, I just take it out. 16, 6, I'm sorry, 7 and 1. So it is 5, 1, 5 sevens are 35. So the total is 8 and 3, 11, 1205, right? So it's 1205, and the total population of these two states is 2, it's 5 and 6. I just eliminating these 3 zeros. So 0 plus 6, it is 6, then 5 plus 3, 8, 2 and 1, 3, and 2 and 1, 3. So this calculation we have to make. Okay. Now you can see the difference among options. The difference is of 2-3%, not more than that. Now 100 by 3 is actually around 33%, right? So 100 by 33 will be around 3. So this is 100 by some more than 33. So that will be, so our answer will be bit less than 3. So 1205, if it is multiplied by 3, then we'll be getting 36% around. So bit less than 36%. So that we have just this option, because all other options, either this, if we take, it's very low than 36, right? So this is the correct choice, and our answer is definitely less than 36, right? Just listen to me once again. 100 by 3 is 33 point something %, right? So 100 by 33 point something will be bit less than 3, or at max it will be 3, right? Marginal difference is there, so our answer will be should be less than or around 36, but in any case it should not be more than 36. Okay, so among the options this is the correct choice. I hope you are clear. Now next question is, approximately by what % is the urban population of Maharashtra less than its rural population? Okay, now just keep one thing in mind. Since you want the percentage, the answer in percentage term only, so no need to consider this figure, right? Urban population is 17 and rural population is 28, right? So by what % is the urban population is less than its rural population, right? So urban population is 17, rural is 18, 28. So how less? It is 11 less. 11 on 28, right? 11 is less, difference is 11 over 28, because we have to find out the urban population less than, by what % it is less than rural population. So in the base we should have 28. That is rural population, and this into 100. Now 28 2s are 56, into 2 is 112, right? So if I take out this 100 separately, or maybe this separately, I do it instead of 110, if I make it 112, then it will be definitely cancelled for 4 times, right? But it is bit less than 112, so the calculation will be bit less than 4, right? So total calculation will be bit less than 40, so that's 39. Okay, and once again, do not consider this data because you want your answer in percentage only. Now, what percent of the total population of West Bengal, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh together is illiterate? So for that we need to find out the total population of these three states. So Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Bengal, 16 and 11, 27 and 24, 51, something around 5200. I'm just dropping these three zeros. So that's 5200, right? Now we have to find out the illiterate population of each state. Madhya Pradesh, it's a 1 by 4 of this, so it's 410, plus Odisha is 5 by 16 of this, so 16, 7 and 1 5, so it's 355, right? Then West Bengal is 11 by 31 of this, so 31, it must be 8 3s are, so it must be 80, 80 into 11, 880. Okay, so 8 and 4, 12, 13, 13 and 3, 1655 we can say. 1655, so I just say 1650 into 100, that we have to calculate. So this is clear. 52 into 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 156, so it's bit more than this, 1560, so this must be around 31%. 33 is quite far, so it's 33%, 31%. And you have to be careful, actually this number is bit more than 5200. If you drop the last three zeros, then also this number is bit more than 5200, right? So if you get something more than 31, still you need to go down because this is bit more than 5200. So if your overall calculation is bit more than 31, then you have to approximate it to lower side, right? So 31 is the correct choice. Now, what is the difference between the number of graduates from Madhya Pradesh and Uttaranchal? Madhya Pradesh total population is this, graduates are 35% of literates. Now literates are 3 by 4 of 1642, and here also it is 3 by 4 of 248, right? I'm just dropping the last three zeros. So precisely our calculation is 1642 into 35% minus 248 into 44% and 75% of this, right? 75% of this, because actually literate population is 3 by 4, so I haven't calculated it over here because that's common between the two. So 75%, so 75 divided by 100, and once again this is 35%, this is 44%, so in the denominator we'll have two more zeros. Now since the calculation is tedious, you have two choices, either you just get the approximate answer or you can go by the digital root method, right? Over here 6 and 4 10, that means 1 2 3 4 into 8 32, that's 5, minus 8 and 4 12, that is 3 and 2 5 into 8 5s are 40, so it's 4, so 5 minus 4, digital root is 1, into 7 and 5 12 3, so the digital root of left hand side is 3, right? Do not have to consider zeros. Now we just see 6 and 3 9, 6 and 3 9, digital root is 4, 9 9 9, digital root is 3, so that should be the correct choice. Let's verify other options also. If you don't have anywhere else digital root as 3, then we don't have to worry because there is none of these at all. 9 8 and 8 16 17 18 19, 1 plus 5 6, 8 and 3 11 and 11, that means 2 and 2 4, 4 and 4 8 and 3 11, so its digital root is 2. and over here it is 8 plus 4 12, 12 and 10 22, 22 means 4 and 3 7, right? So we have unique digital root, so no need to worry. We want digital root to be 3, that's there in this option only. Okay, so without any tension you can mark the answer. Now let's see this question. What is the total number of graduates from Odisha, West Bengal and Maharashtra together? Okay, so graduates are actually percentage of literates, right? So first of all, from Maharashtra, Odisha and West Bengal, we just see again I'm dropping the 3 zeros. So from Maharashtra it is 2250 into literates are 5 by 8 and out of these 48% are graduates, right? I am dropping 3 zeros from the numerator and dropping 2 zeros from the denominator, right? I'll take it outside the bracket. So this is from Maharashtra. Then we have Odisha. Odisha is 1136 into literates are 11 by 16 into 38%. Right? Then we have from West Bengal. West Bengal 2480. Literates are 20 by 31 into 42. Right? Now this calculation into 1000, since I have dropped the 3 zeros from this number, divided by 100 because it is 48, 38, 42%. Right? So outside the bracket there is 1 0. Right, so whatever first of all let's do one thing. Now you can see nothing is there in the denominator, right? That means it is pure integral value. Now it is pure integral value, so if you multiply this integral value to 10, the unit digit will be 0, right? And this will be your answer. So among the option there is just one option which is having unit digit as 0. So no need to calculate further. Even you don't have none of these, you don't have to worry, this will be the correct choice. Apart from that, this place, if you are having two options having unit digit 0, then one more step you can go. See here unit digit is 0, here unit digit is 8 and here unit digit is 0. So precisely this inside the bracket calculation unit digit is 8. That means your option must be having tens digit as 8, right? Unit digit as 8 into 10, that means finally you'll be getting tens digit as 8. So that's there. Okay, so you can further verify it. So don't have to calculate because this is really big calculation. You can go this way. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now, what is the ratio of the total female population of Tamil Nadu and Jharkhand together to the total male population of these two states together? Okay, let's do. Tamil Nadu is a 2050 total population. Males 13 by 25, females 12 by 25, right? So 2050 into 12 by 25, and in the denominator it will be 13 by 25. So we'll be solving that first, then I'll be writing down the denominator. And then Jharkhand is 960 into female is 9 by 20, right? Similarly, in the denominator we will get 82 into 13 plus 48 into 11, right? I'm not writing down the entire step because this calculation will remain same. Only this data will be changed. It is 12 over here because in Tamil Nadu female part is 12, and it will be 9. It is 9 over here because Jharkhand female part is 9. So the only male part is changed. Otherwise this calculation will be constant. So just save some time, right? So precisely our calculation is 82 into 12 plus 48 into 9 by 82 into 13 plus 48 into 11. Now that's also a tedious calculation. till here you are bound to do. Okay, but after that you can save your time if you apply divisibility rules. Friends, I use divisibility rules a lot to solve the problems from data interpretation section, especially when the problems are from ratio and proportion, right? You can use a divisibility rule of 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, right? You must be like, these rules must be on your tips, right? Now, how would I use it over here? Now just listen to me very carefully, because this trick may be useful for other questions also. You can use it somewhere else also. Now 82, it is multiple of 2, right? And it is multiple of 4, right? At max 12 is divisible by 4 as an even number. So 4 into 2, this calculation is divisible by 8, right? This calculation is also divisible by 8 because 48 contains 8. So the total numerator 8's multiple plus 8's multiple will definitely produce multiple of 8. Now constant may be any number, this x may be any other number, but it is definitely multiple of 8. Similarly, 12 is multiple of 3 and 9 is also multiple of 3, but this is multiple of 3 and this is multiple of 9, right? So the combination, the addition will never produce a multiple of 9. It will be just multiple of 3, right? Now just see in the numerator, it is multiple of 2, 82 into 13. At max 82 will be divisible by 2, it will not be divisible by 4. So this is multiple of 2 and this is multiple of 4. So if you add a multiple of 2 in multiple of 4, you will only get multiple of 2, right? You will not get multiple of 4. So this is something to, maybe we say L, right? Into this, none of them is multiple of 3, but 48 is multiple of 3. So if you add non-multiple of 3 in multiple of 3, you will never get a multiple of 3. That means the denominator is not at all multiple of 3, right? Now your story becomes very simple. Listen to me carefully. Numerator is multiple of 8 and at max, right, highest power of 2 is 3 over here, that is 8. So at max, numerator should be, after all cancellation, numerator must be multiple of 4, right? After all cancellation, your numerator must be multiple of 4. So it's eliminated, this is eliminated, this is eliminated, we are left with these two. Okay. Apart from that, your numerator should be multiple of 3 because you are having a number that is multiple of 3. The total is multiple of 3 in the numerator, but denominator there is no 3. So after all calculation, 3 will remain there. So both the options are multiple of 3. Now, important thing next, between these two, see, after all calculation, you are getting the numerator as multiple of 4 only, right? That means highest power left with you in the numerator is 2 raised to 2, right? But this number 696, it is actually multiple of 8. So you cannot get a multiple of 8 if you divide a multiple of 8 by 2, right? So highest power that will remain with you is 2 raised to 2. So eliminate this. So this is the correct choice. This is just multiple of 4, but not multiple of 8. Okay, no need to check further. See, up to here, you are bound to write the calculation, right? Because you cannot avoid this. After that, instead of doing multiplication, division, first of all, you need to multiply these two, these two, these two, these two. Then you have to add, and then you have to cancel the common terms. You have to take HCF and you have to cancel the common terms, and then you have to proceed. So that will be really a tedious process. So if you go this way, after some practice, you'll be able to do these sort of sums in 1 or 1.5 minutes, not more than that. See, this calculation will take your 40 seconds and the further calculation will take not more than 40 seconds. So in 80 seconds, you can do this problem if you are clear with the method, right? If you have habit of using divisibility rules. Because it will not come to your mind one fine day. You have to have practice with that, right? And believe me, divisibility rules will be proved a wonder if you practice with them. Okay? I hope you are clear. Now let's take this set of questions. Here A distribution of number of watches, sports and luxury sold by 8 store in 2004. Total number is 56,000. Distribution of sports watches sold by 8 stores in 2004. Total number is 32,000. So precisely we can say 24,000 is the total number of luxury watches. Okay, let's see the first question. Total number of luxury watches sold by store C and H together is by what percent less than the total number of stores F and H together. Now, how do we find out the total number of luxury watches sold by store C and H? See, total number of watches is 56,000. Out of that, 14% is of C, right? And but this is total number of watches, but we want the number of luxury watches. Again, I'm dropping the 3 zeros. So 56 into 14 minus it's the total is 32,000. So this is the number of the distribution of sports watches. So out of these 32C, 7%. So if I deduct this number, see, this is the total number of watches by C, this is the sports watches by C, so difference will give you the luxury watches by C. Then we want the total luxury watches by H. So it is 56 into H is 9 minus 32 into H is 12. So these are the total number of luxury watches sold by C and H. And in the denominator, we want total number of watches by H and F, right? F and H. So total number of watches by F and H. F is 8%, H is 9%. So total is 17% of 56. Now we have to find out this is what percent of this not. We have to find out this is how much less percent than this, right? So first of all, we just make it simplify, then I'll tell you how to find less percent. Okay, now this is 56 into 14 and this is 56 into 9. So if we take 56 common in the bracket, 56 into 23 will be there. 56 into 23 plus, minus 32 into 7, 32 into 12, so 12 plus 7, 19, so it is 32 into 19 by 17 into 56. Okay, now I just take 8 common, so 8 7s are 8 4s are in the numerator and this is 8 7. Okay, now 7 3s are 21, 7 2s are 14, 15 16 minus 19 into 4, that is 76 by 17 into 7. So that is 85. 85 by 17 is 5. So it is actually 5 by 7. So precisely, just listen to me carefully. Luxury watches sold by C and H together is 5 part and this is 7 part. So how much less it is? So how much less, what we can do is 7 minus 5 by 7 into 100. So it is 2 by 7 into 100, or we can say 200 by 7, right? So in the denominator we want to have 7, so this and this is cancelled. It is much more than 2, so it will be this only. Okay, bit calculation is involved but not at all difficult, so you should try this sort of problems. See, important time saving can be done over here. See, once we took the number 56 and 32 common, after that if you see any common multiples in the numerator and denominator, before this multiplication just cancel them out, right? As I have told you already that 2, 3, 5, 8, 7, these are the numbers, right? The divisibility rule should be on your tips, so you can cancel all of them, right? So instead of cancelling this, if you would multiply 56 and 23, then 32 into 9, so that will be a tedious process, right? 23 into 7 is really simple, 4 into 19 is really very simple. You must be knowing the table of 19, right? So after that the story becomes very simple, but if you go for the proper calculation, it will be really time consuming, so be careful about it. Okay, Now, the number of watches, sports watches and luxury watches sold by store D is by what percent more? Be careful, what percent more than the total number of sports watches sold by store C, G and F together. See, there is a difference between the two questions. It is how much percent and it is by what percent more, right? So when you have to calculate by what percent more, then first of all you find out the ratio, then take the difference of the ratios, right? I tell you, as in the same as in the previous question. So first of all we find out the ratio. So and it has to be in the numerator, because we have to find out it is what by what percent more. So the total number of watches by D is 15% of 56,000. So again I drop zeros to 56 into 15, right, in the denominator. Since we have 3 zeros over here also, so don't have to worry about it. For C, G and F sports watches, now C is 7%, G is 6%, so 7 plus 6 13, and F 13 plus 8 21. So it is 32 into 21. This is also percentage, this is also percentage, so not at all you don't have to worry. Now 8 7s are 56, 8 4s are 32, 7 3 3 5, right? So this calculation, the total number of watches sold by D is 5 part and this is 4 part, right? So it is how much more? You just take up the difference. 5 and 4, difference is 1 by 4 into 100. So if it is 5 and this is 4, right? If this calculation is 5 and this calculation is 4, then it is how much percent more? 25% more, as simple as that, right? So it is what percent and it is what percent more. There is a difference between the two. Okay, this calculation is 5 and this calculation is 4. So what percent? Then it will be 125%, and what percent more? Then it will be 25%. Okay, listen to me carefully once again. What percent? Then it is 125% of this, and what percent more? Then it is 25% more. Okay. What is the ratio of the total number of sports watches sold by stores A and B together to that of total number of watches sold by store C and F together? Pretty simple. 32 is a figure in the numerator and A and B, 16 plus 16, 32, right? And in the denominator, total number of watches by C and F. So C is 14 and F is 8. So 14 plus 8, 22 of 56. Okay. So that is 64 is to 77. Okay. Now, what is the average number of luxury watches sold by stores A, D, E, F and H together? A, D, E, F and H. So 18 plus 9, 27, 35, 55 and 15, 70% of 56,000, right? So 70 into 56. I'll take zeros afterwards. Minus A, D, E, F, H. 28, 36, 49 and 71. So 71 into 32, right? Now we have, and we have to divide it by 5. Now important thing is 56 and 32, they are carrying 3 zeros, and percentage 70 and 71, they are having they have to be divided by 100. So precisely this and this. Okay, so we have to make this calculation. So you can go by unit digit method and digital root method. Here the unit digit is 0 minus 2, so it is precisely 8. 8 into 2, 16. So unit digit must be 16. So either this or this. Now we can find out the digital root to eliminate one of them. It is 7 into 6 plus 5, it is 11, that is 2. 7 into 2, 14, that means it is digital root is 5, minus 8 into 3 plus 2, 5, 8 5s are 40, it is 4. So 1 into 2, digital root must be 2. So it's the digital root is 9 over here, 992. So this is the correct option. Okay, so we used both the method, digital root method and unit digit method, to save our time, which could be spent on calculation. Okay, so I hope you are clear. And again, you could have applied this divisibility rule of 4 also. So this number is multiple of 4, this number is multiple of 4. So difference will be definitely multiple of 4. Now that difference, which is multiple of 4, further it is multiplied by 2. So the overall calculation must be multiple of 8, right? But at least it must be multiple of 4. So between these two, it is not multiple of 4. Okay, because last two digits are not multiple of 4. That is a divisibility rule of 4. So after you eliminate all the three options using unit digit, you can go by the divisibility rule of 4 also. Okay, that can be done. Digital root can be done. Whichever comes in your mind first, you can apply that one. But you have to practice with all the methods, right? See, if you use 4 to 5 techniques, then at least one technique can be applied. Right? Now this question, if the number of watches sold by store A, D and E increased by 10, 35, 15% and so did sports watches sold by these stores, okay, then what was the total number of luxury watches sold by these three stores in 2005? Okay, very lengthy and I think lots of calculation involved because growth is there. Okay, let's begin. 56 will be common over here. Then initially A in this year it is 18% of 56 and it is growing by 10%. So 18% and next year it is 110. So this divided by 100 and this divided by 100. So precisely we are having 40 in the denominator outside and 30 in the numerator. So that will consider afterwards. Then plus D. D is 15 into growth is 35%, so it is 135. Then we have E. E is 20% and growth is 15%, so it is 115. Minus 32, same thing is there. A, it is 16%, growth is 10%, so growth, the data will be 110, plus D, it is 13 into, it is 135, plus E, that is 15% growth, and here it is 22. So 22 into 115. Now this is the dangerous calculation we have to make, right? And outside the bracket we have 1000 by 10,000. So precisely this entire calculation is divided by 10. Okay. Now first of all I would like to go for digital root method. Now this number is multiple of 9, so do not consider this number. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 multiple of 9, do not consider. 5, 6, 7 into 2, 14. 14 means 5 into 2. So digital root of this is 1. Minus here 6 and 1, 7 into 2, 14. It is 5. This number is multiple of 9, do not consider. 4 into 5, 6, 7. So 4 into 7, 28. 28 means 1. So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 into 3 plus 2, 5, 30. So digital root is 3 over here. So 1 minus 3, the digital root is minus 2. See, if you are getting the digital root in negative, that means the positive digit, for the positive digital root you need to deduct this number from 9, right? So actually this calculation digital root will be 9 minus 2, that is 7. Okay, now just do it very quickly. 7 into 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5 and 6, 11 and 6, 17. So digital root is 8. 8 and 1, 9, 4 and 5, 9, 9, 4 and 5, 9. Here the digital root is 7. Just verify. 6 and 3, 9, 9, digital root is 3. So this is the correct choice. Okay, no need to go further. If there is a 0 in the denominator, that really doesn't matter, because while calculating the digital root, 0 plays no role. Okay, maybe in denominator, maybe in numerator. Okay, so this is the correct choice. Otherwise, if you go for this entire calculation, that will be really time consuming. So if you go by digital root method or unit digit method, you can solve this sum in 1.5 minutes around. Otherwise it would take more than 3 to 4 minutes. See, some questions they involve calculation, some question do not, right? So overall, if you are solving 5 questions or maybe 10 questions for a particular data interpretation set of problems, and ideally it should, for 5 problem, it should not take more than 7 to 8 minutes, right? Overall, I'm talking individual questions. Some of the question may take 1 minute, some of the question can be solved in 30 seconds, 40 seconds, some of the question may take 2 minutes, right? So on an average, 1.5 minutes. What is the central angle corresponding to the number of watches, sports and luxury sold by store B? Now this question will not take much of your time, right? We have to find out the score of B from this circle. So it is 11%. The center angle is 360 degree. So 11% of 360 we have to calculate, right? So that must be 396 sort of figure. So that's we have over here. So just it's a matter of 30 seconds. Okay, maybe 20 seconds. Don't bother about decimals, right? You can see the situation of decimal everywhere. It is one number after decimal, so don't worry about decimals. Okay, just see the figures 3, 9 and 6. Now the total number of sports watches sold by stores E and F together is what percent of total number of watches, sports plus luxury sold by store E? So that's pretty simple. It won't take much time. Total number of sports watches by E and F. E is 22 and F is 8. So that is 30% of 32. Right? That is in the numerator. And total number of watches sold by store E. That is store E. It is 20% of 52. Now here it is 1000. Here it is 1000, so zeros are cancelled. Here it is also percentage, here it is also percent. So mutually it is cancelled. Finally we are left with this, right? So this is the calculation we have to make. Sorry, it is 56. Okay. Now calculation is very simple. So it is 4 3s are 12, 5 600 by 7. So 80%, and in the denominator it should be 7. Or else you can directly divide it. 7 8s are 56, 4 0. So 7 5s are 30. So 85% something. So this is the correct one. So some questions will not take much of your time. Now, what is the difference between the average number of sports watches sold by store B, C, G and H together and average number of luxury watches sold by same stores together? Okay, so average number of sports watches by B, C, G and H. Will take care of average afterwards. As of now, we just find out the total. B, C, G, H. B is 16 plus 7, 23, 29 and 12, 41. So 32 into 41, that is, these are the total number of sports watches, that is this figure. Minus, we have to find out the difference between sports watches and luxury watches. Now luxury watches, from the total number of watches, that is 56, BCGH is 11 plus 14, 25, 30 and 39. So these are the total number of watches. From this, if we deduct sports watches, so this is the total number of luxury watches. This is sports minus, this is total minus sports. So this is actually luxury watches, and divided by 4 will give us the average. So precisely it is 2 times 32 into 41 minus 56 into 39, right? Now this is percentage. So we have 2 zeros in the denominator and this is 3 zeros. So precisely we are having 1 zero in the numerator, that is a 10. And we have to divide this entire calculation by 4 since we have to find out the average. Okay. Now simply we can find out the digital root. Here 2, I'm just taking 2 common. Here it is 28. I'm sorry, I wish to take 4 common. So here I just leave it as it is. 4 8s are 32, 4 14 and this 4 is cancelled, right? So numerator, in numerator there is a 0, so we don't have to bother about it. Now we just can go for digital root method. Now one thing you have to be careful about over here. Okay, let's see. First of all, 2 into 8 16, 16, that means 7, 7 into 5, 35, that means 8, minus 5 into 3, that is 15, that means 6. So digital root must be 2. So that's there in this option. Okay, so you got the answer, that's 1100. Okay, so almost all the problems of this particular set we have done, around 8 to 10 problems were there. Now various methods I have discussed in this session, and I found this divisibility rule is used a lot. Okay, so I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.